Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and for today's video, we're going to be looking into your reading for the month of November. So this reading is going to dig into the general energies, events, situations, people of significance that you guys may be potentially encountering during this upcoming month of November. Getting into our disclaimers, keep in mind this is a general reading, so some of the messages may apply quite specifically to you and your situation, while others of the messages might not. As I always say, if it doesn't feel like it's resonating, if it doesn't feel like it fits your situation, simply just release it and let it go. Please don't allow it to get you upset or take it personally. Remember, again, this is a general reading. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's reading, we have a choice between 3 different piles, 3 readings to choose from. For pile number 1, we're working with this little piece of amber. For pile 2, we're working with this little Sunstone crystal. For pile 3, we're working with some moss agate. So I want you guys to take a deep breath. Think about the upcoming month of November and what's ahead for you. Go ahead and select the crystal or the card that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there. Hey, pile number 1, if you all selected the little amber crystal, this will be your reading. So we're looking into the energies ahead for you this upcoming month of November. So let's go ahead and get started. So from the tarot for you guys, we have the Page of Pentacles. Oh wow, we have the Tower. We also have the Page of Swords coming in. Okay. Overall energy being the energy of Ceres, nurture. Wow. Powerful, powerful energy. I don't know what's been going on out there, but I feel like for a lot of my month ahead readings, the Tower has been coming up for a lot of you guys, especially in the generals for the month. Okay, pile 1, what's ahead for you? I feel that this is going to be a month of you guys like kind of rebuilding something from the ground up. With the Tower being here, this is definitely telling me that this is going to be a month of pretty big change for this group. But what's interesting about this Tower card is that it's represented by these mushrooms here, right? And mushrooms, there can be poisonous mushrooms. There can be mushrooms that make us feel really good. There can be mushrooms that are really healthy for us. I'm not an expert on plants. So for those of you guys watching, I'm using the Herbcrafters Tarot. You guys might get some additional intuitive messages if you know specifically about like linden and mushrooms and catnip. So just bear that in mind and feel free to share below if you know what any of these herbs are really good for. But what I was kind of getting from this mushroom energy of the Tower is that, like, even though you guys are rebuilding something from the ground up, there's an energy of you having to let go of something this month. It feels like you have all of the necessary resources to continue to be sustained during this time. Ceres as well is talking about nurturing yourself and nurturing others through any tough and trying situations. This card also can talk about our relationship with food, mother-child type of relationship, so that could be significant to some of you. But most importantly, the ability to nurture and take care of yourself. So you guys are going to be going through a change with the Tower being here, but I just continue to feel that you have everything that you need. You have the support that you need to get through whatever the changes are. It feels like you guys have already like grown or cultivated something that you're able to salvage here. You also have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Pentacles, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like when we're looking at this card, you can see that they are building something. They've already begun the process of building something here. And so for this group, it kind of feels like no matter what it is that's happening around mid-November, it feels like you already have like some sort of foundation built that's going to help to sustain you through this time. The Page of Pentacles can also talk about like being a student, being new to something, being able to learn and be an apprentice in some way. So you're learning the necessary skills that you need during this time as well. And with the Page of Swords, this is all about asking questions, right? We have this cat here as well, which is making me think of like being more independent during this month. I want to get more info. What else does pile 1 need to know about the month of November, please? It's interesting with Ceres because like this does talk about mother-child dynamics. And you have 2 children here, the Iha, right? The page. So for some of you guys, this could literally have to do with your children. Tell me more. What's happening in November for pile 1? We have the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. We have the woman holding a coin. We also have happy family. There's definitely like an energy of family matters, I feel, for this group. Children, mother energy coming up. For a lot of you guys, I feel that this Tower energy is like pushing you into some sort of spiritual awakening energy. This is the crown chakra. So this is being able to understand the spiritual lesson in something. It's being able to look at the situation that you're going through and be able to obtain spiritual insights from this. And I think that that is probably why whatever this change is that you guys are pushing through this month, I think that's why it's softer and it's not such a heavy blow for you, because you guys are coming into the month already having done some research. You've already done some sort of work. You've already gotten to a place of understanding around the situation and the changes that maybe you need to make. And so those insights and that wisdom is supporting you through this time. You see, like they're holding a book here, right? It's definitely giving me this energy of research. Like you've looked into this. And so you understand that, like, you kind of understand what you're up against here. It feels like there's this energy of something like, it's like this tower is so interesting with the mushrooms, because it's like the mushrooms are not necessarily always innately bad, right? But they're growing off of this branch, weighing it down. I don't know. It's like there's something like that might just be bringing you down this month that needs to be shed or be ridden of. We have the woman holding a coin, which kind of ties in really nicely with this energy of Ceres too, because this card, it talks about, financial support. It does talk about somebody who takes care of others, takes care of themselves in the material realm. I do feel that you guys are supported in this area this month. We have another cat here. There's a synchronicity with cats. There's definitely an energy for this group of being more independent during this time, or allowing independence of others. For those of you guys that have children and you kind of resonated with this card being about mother-child or parent-child dynamics here, I feel that this is a month where you guys are learning that balance between letting your children learn and be more independent and nurturing versus smothering. You know what I mean? But it definitely feels with this woman holding a coin that there are resources that are here to support you. For some of you guys, this could have to do with your career as well. Doesn't necessarily feel completely like that. But the woman holding a coin can talk of career energy. So what else for pile 1 in the month of November? What else do they need to know? We have chills. We have lights. And look at this. We have the storm at the bottom of the deck. As within and so without, there are storms a-coming, a change without doubt. This really confirms that you guys are moving through a pretty big transition during this month. I'm going to take a look here. Yeah, see, chills, let's read it together. Upon my flesh within thy bones quivers a crawling, frozen, and numbness. Shall I ignore, or shall I bestow it? A frozen knowing looks back at thy soul. This is like getting the chills. So you can get the chills because you're literally standing out in the cold, or you can get the chills as a sign, right? As confirmation for something. This card, if we look at the guidebook here, it talks about wake-up calls, awareness, and warnings. Okay, so I feel, again, it's like you guys are coming into the month knowing that there is some sort of change. There's some sort of storm energy coming up for you this month. There are red flags and clues about the situation that you have been feeling coming into the month. You're very spiritually in tune, pile 1. So I say all this to say, like, trust your gut, trust your intuition. I feel like you are. But this card can sometimes indicate that we are not heeding the red flags or the warning signs that are being shown to us. Okay, so something is off. Don't dismiss your feelings, because your feelings, what you're feeling in your intuition is completely valid. You're seeing the red flags here. We also have the energy of light. Okay. Hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. This makes me feel that there's a lot of hope and inspiration that you still have, optimism here. Yes, keywords, hope and the return of the light. This is a beautiful card, right? Even though, again, it feels like you guys are moving through some sort of letting go. There's red flags around something. It seems like by the end of the month, you guys are coming out of this on the brighter side of things, right? This card talks about abundance. It talks about a renewed sense of hope now that the worst is over. I kind of feel like this is tied to the woman holding a coin in a sense, where you guys have the financial stuff that you need, the material things that you need to feel stable here. Let's see. You can expect an increase in your energy, feeling more confident, see an increase in motivation and vitality, positive signs of success. It's like getting a big yes from the universe. Positive resolutions, a sign of abundance in all areas of life, an increase in finances, a raise or financial windfall, a positive sign of new love or marriage, a new job offer. So many beautiful blessings are coming through. I do feel with this Page of Swords, there's definitely an energy of discernment here, especially toward the end of the month. Things are getting better, but there's definitely an energy of discernment that I feel. Page of Swords asks a lot of questions. Because again, with this cat energy, I think there's a sense of knowing that it's on you. You know what I mean? You have to take care of you, and you have to do what's best for you. So let's see. I don't know, pile one. I feel like your reading is a little ambiguous. I'm like really curious to hear like what you feel it's about. We're going to pull from a couple more decks though. So what else does pile one need to know about the month of November? What's coming up for them? Tell us more about this situation. We have the mature man. We have the coffin. So there's that energy of change again. We have marriage. That kind of came up in the light card. We have journey here at the bottom. So there's travel or change of destination here, an undertone of change again being confirmed. So we have the mature man. This could be like an elderly masculine energy in your life, or just an elderly person in your life in general, someone who's more experienced than you, someone who's more well-traveled than you. This is a person who's showing up as being significant. Right next to that, we have the coffin, which has to do with change. Now, for some of you, there could have been like seeing these two together, it seems like there's some sort of a change with this relationship with this person. Like in the literal sense, I don't want to say, never mind, I'm not going to say because I don't want to upset anybody or fearmonger to make anyone feel like I'm fearmongering, but there's definitely like a change coming in. Something to do with this mature man, and something about this mature man. It's like this change, this tower moment is allowing you to step into something new, whether this is like a new marriage. It's like leaving behind this older energy and then transitioning into this new union with somebody, whether it be a romantic situation, a literal marriage, a new work arrangement. Marriage can be symbolic of all types of, it's like a legal contract, right? So it can be romantic, it can be work related, any of these items. Let's see. We're going to close out with a couple of these for pile one. Just a couple more cards. What else does pile one need to know about the month of November? Ooh, coins. Luck and money. See, there's something changing about your money this month, you guys. There's something changing about your money. We have the moose. Maybe something about your situation this month is a bit different and unique. We have a cat again. This is about like an eccentric person, or an eccentric, like kind of weird way of doing things that's a little off the beaten path from the norm. It's giving Aquarian energy. Okay, so there's something unique about this situation changing with your money. It might be causing people to feel a little bit of hater energy towards you because you guys are standing in your independence. Look, we have a husband here. Some of you guys, there is an energy of marriage for sure. But it's like there's definitely an energy of people being haters toward you because you're getting these beautiful blessings. I don't know, pile one. It's really interesting. I think those are all the messages that I'm getting for you, but it looks like a very interesting month of change and transition for you. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Please let me know, how do you feel like this aligns with your personal situation? What's been going on in your life up until this point? Comment below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated once I post the next reading, and I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile two, if you guys picked out this little Sunstone crystal, this will be your energy reading for the month of November. So let's jump in and see what is in store for you this month. Ooh, so we start off with the 10 of air. We have the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Empress. This is beautiful energy. And overall energy being the energy of Neptune. Wow. Lots of, well, we have one major arcana, which is the Empress here. With Neptune being your overall energy this month, I definitely feel like themes of spirituality, dreams, hopes, even just being really creative are super significant this month. Neptune is the energy, overall energy that you're working with is this energy of Neptune, which is about like really immersing yourself in your hopes and dreams and your fantasies and like really believing in the impossible, I feel, this month. Again, it can also talk about being creative, like being artistic in some capacity. It's water energy. Like it's very imaginative energy. So like this energy can be harnessed for good. But I also think that, and I feel like you guys are harnessing it for good because I see a lot of practical energy with this. The only red flag that I would say with Neptune coming up is to make sure that it's not just imagination without empowered action behind it, right? Because it can be really easy to just get stuck in your fantasies without actually putting in the work that needs to be put in to create what you need to create. But I see you guys doing this. Coming into the month of November, I see you guys feeling just a bit exhausted with the 10 of Swords being here. There's been some sort of an ending or some sort of mental burnout that this group may potentially be experiencing toward the beginning of this month. But I see things quickly changing for you. I don't know why, but when I see that Sith, I'm thinking of the Death card. So I'm thinking of like this was a necessary ending of something, a closing out of a chapter that was causing you guys maybe a lot of mental stress or anguish here. And you're transitioning into this time of prosperity and abundance with the King of Pentacles and the Empress being here. I see you guys working on something. Like I'm seeing the way that this person is like braiding the sweetgrass. I see you guys working on something, even maybe like cleansing practices being really significant during this month as well. Maybe this is part of your spirituality or your spiritual practices that you do is to cleanse with herbs, maybe sweetgrass being one of them. But the King of Pentacles is telling me that you guys are working hard to take care of your responsibilities and thriving, really stepping into that leadership energy and doing what you need to do to take care of what you need to take care of in your material and physical realm. So even though we have this energy of hopes and dreams being here as the inspiration, I don't see that it's necessarily holding you back from putting in the necessary action to achieve those hopes and dreams. We also have the Empress card here too. This is such a beautiful card. It's focusing in on roses, but we have this beautiful like honeycomb and all of these other things here. This little like heart necklace. I don't know. It feels like some of you guys could be in, like, this feels like romantic to me in some sense. Maybe this King of Pentacles is a romantic interest for some of you guys, but I definitely feel this Empress card is signifying a lot of abundance for you, especially toward the ending of the month. And love. Something with love. So let's see. Let's continue. I'm going to get more info here. Empress is also maternal energy. Whereas I see the King of Pentacles as more of like a paternal, like a fatherly energy. Look, we have the door to romance opening up here. Let's see if it comes through. So parenting could be a theme for some of you guys this month as well. Let's see. Pile 2. What's ahead for them in the month of November? We have anxiety. See, coming into this month, there's a situation that's causing you guys a lot of stress. It's like keeping you up at night. You're worrying a lot about it. This could be like the downside of Neptune also, like allowing like bad daydreams and thoughts to consume you. Let's see. Yes, we have Healer of the Ages. This is so beautiful. 7th chakra here, so very spiritual too. I just feel like maybe this group is coming into the month like, it almost feels like you guys just need to take a break. Like you need to rest and relax and recover from whatever has been stressing you out. I'm just noticing how this girl is like in her bed, kind of like stressed over something. But it's like you guys are tapping into your work and your, whatever it is that you guys do for work that is creative is the thing that's, I think, helping you to get through this and ground yourself in a really practical and productive way. We have the Healer of the Ages too. So this is like, with the Empress, it's like I see you guys really spending this month taking good care of yourself, giving yourself the time to rest and to heal and to recover from whatever it is that's going on. I want to look in the guidebook at this one too. This talks about health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of the divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. See, it's like there's this energy of rebalancing yourselves out because it definitely seems that you guys have been going through a tough time, especially toward the beginning of November. By the ending of the month, I see you guys feeling a lot better, a lot more well-rested and healed and just in a better space all around. There is definitely something romantic, though. Even though it's not coming through really in the cards, they keep peeking through when I'm shuffling the deck. So I do feel there's like somebody out there who's watching pile 2 that has like a love story going on this month too. Like there's somebody here supporting you, I feel, from a romantic perspective. All right, so let's see. For pile 2, what else should they know about their month of November? We have gatherings. Gather, gather, festive witches, speak of joy and drink to wishes. Take 1, give 2, celebrating all the blisses. This is so beautiful. So there's like an energy of you guys getting to spend more time with your community this month too. Like, because you're spending this time to like rest and really heal and take care of yourself, I see more time opening up for you guys to connect with your friends, connect with your family. Definitely makes sense. November is kind of like the starting period of like the holiday season, like we call it here in America. So I do think, or in other places too, but yeah, there's a beautiful energy of getting to connect with other people. Let's see what else though. We have cardinal medicine. Cardinals for me are typically like a message that a transitioned loved one is near. Like a loved one who's passed over is sending you a message when you see a cardinal. That's how I understand it. That's my experience with it. Let's see. Cardinal medicine. This talks about partnership, honoring the sacred self, and uniqueness. Let's see here. Look, cardinals represent devotion, loyalty, and unity, values that are essential to a loving, happy companionship. Receiving cardinal medicine is a sign that a loving partnership is close at hand. What did I tell you guys? There's definitely something about love that's significant to you this month. Like our Feathered Friends song, your partner is sending out a vibration, calling you to notice them. Maybe some of you guys don't know who it is yet, or maybe you're not picking up on the signals that your partner is trying to send. Be open-minded, as cardinals are also symbols of uniqueness. Your potential love may be interesting and different, but no less extraordinary. Cardinals mate for life, so any new relationships in the coming months could have the potential to lead to marriage or long-term partnerships. I feel like you guys are going to meet this person in some sort of a social setting. Cardinals also represent self-empowerment. They are a reminder that a partnership doesn't mean a loss of yourself. If you are currently in a relationship, you're being guided to be part of the whole without losing what makes you unique. Your sense of self is an asset to your partner. You bring things to the table that the other lacks and vice versa. Always remember that your unique, beautiful magic is why your partner loves you to begin with. This is so interesting, you guys. Yeah, there's definitely, it makes sense with Neptune. There's definitely like a romantic energy for this group here this month. So let's continue. What else for pile 2's month of November? What else is happening for them? We have change. We have toil and labor. Interesting. I'm wondering if your work is what's stressing you guys out this month, to be honest. With it coming up over that King of Pentacles. We also have the wealthy man and distant horizons. We have unexpected income here too. So it feels like there's something about money that's significant for you guys this month too. But I feel the thing that might be stressing you guys out is this change, which makes sense because, again, I was getting the death card, which has to do with change. It's about leaving the past behind. So I think some of you guys might be feeling like the effects of like the fear of going through a change. There's definitely an energy of hard work being here with the toil and labor as well. And they actually came out in this order. So let's like fix it. So you guys could be like moving for work or something like that. Or just putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourselves around work. I'm wondering if this wealthy man is the romantic partnership for some of you guys. But the wealthy man talks about a person who's coming in to offer resources like money, his network. Like this would be a person who is an entrepreneur, maybe similar to the King of Pentacles, but definitely someone who would be like a successful entrepreneur, somebody who knows all the right people to connect you with to help you get ahead. It definitely feels like this could be connected to your work. But I feel with the distant horizons, this is giving me that Neptunian, like the confirmation of the Neptunian energy, because distant horizons talks about thinking of the long-term goals. Having a long-term dream or vision that you are striving for, and that being kind of like your driving, motivating force for this month ahead. Again, though, the thing with the distant horizons that comes with a little bit of a warning is to make sure that you're not getting yourself anchored and stuck just daydreaming about it. You want to make sure that you have a practical plan on how you're going to get there and use that daydream as inspiration, your vision for the future. This card can also talk about long distance travel too, like overseas travel. So for some of you guys, it's right next to the wealthy man. So there could be something about this wealthy man that's providing you an opportunity for long distance travel as well. So let's see for pile 2. Let's see what other little cards we can get, and then we're going to close this out. What else does pile 2 need to know about this month? Look, we have the coins. There's definitely something about financial abundance coming up for you. With the King of Pentacles, the wealthy man, and now we have the luck and money card coming out. It's exciting. It feels very positive, very abundant. It could be that this partnership energy is more from like a work perspective versus from a love perspective, although they do seem to be intermingled together. We also have the dove, peace and serenity. So beautiful, you guys. See, like there's definitely this confirmation that whatever this financial gain is might not be expected here. We have a lot of indications that you guys are kind of going from feeling really stressed out to feeling really solid and happy, and like you're working on your healing toward the ending of the month. It seems like the storm has cleared and you're feeling a lot more supported. Yeah, so pile 2, this is a beautiful message. Comment below. Tell me how you feel. Like what what seems to resonate for you based off what your plans are for this month. Let me know in the comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated once I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome to your November reading. If you guys selected the Moss Agate crystal, this is going to be your message. So let's see what is in store for you guys this upcoming month ahead. So starting with the tarot, we've got the King of Cups. Ooh, we have the 6 of Wands. We have Temperance. And we have Sagittarius. We have Sag here. I'm sorry, here with Temperance as well. Very beautiful month, you guys. I'm actually getting overall just like this very peaceful, tranquil energy for your month of November. It feels like a lot of you guys are going to be traveling this month, and I'm seeing a lot of this beautiful, just like peaceful water energy. Water and air, but it feels like some of you guys could be traveling to a place that's going to bring a lot of peace and relaxation. Maybe a place that's by the water, somewhere tropical. I could even see some people in this group going into a space where it's like really spiritual in nature, or you can, you know, almost like a spa energy is what I get, especially looking at this. Overall energy is Sagittarius, okay? So this does have to do with things like travel, especially foreign travel or long distance travel. It also can talk about higher education, religion, spirituality, astrology, higher learning, and just exploring the meaning of life in general. Like all of these different themes kind of tie in with Sagittarius. So keep that as like your anchor for the month ahead. A lot of those different themes could apply to many different people out there. But there's this energy of expansion, right? So you're growing and you're learning through whatever endeavor you're undertaking here. I do feel very strongly with this King of Cups that's here. This is so relaxing. It's like a seaweed bath. This is like something like a service you can get in a spa, you know? This is definitely a more intuitive interpretation of this card versus like the traditional, but it just feels to me that like self-care is of the utmost importance to this group this month. So you could be learning about self-care practices. You could be going to a place where you can partake in self-care in the way that you like to do, a spa, something like that. But of course, as you guys know, the King of Cups, as you may know, the King of Cups also talks of emotions, emotional maturity, emotional stability. And you can see that the water is very calm. So there's a very calming, just peaceful energy in terms of your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, and even your physical well-being this month, group 3. This is so beautiful. I love this group so far. I love this reading. You guys have the 6 of Swords here too. So the 6 of Swords can also sort of indicate travel, movement, transitioning from like a tumultuous or tough situation into calmer, smoother, more tranquil waters. I'm also feeling for a lot of you guys that if you've been dealing with a situation that's been very like mentally taxing on you this month, that's going to get a lot better. You're going to be moving away from that. I can't help but notice too that like we have this quill and these writings here. So some of you guys could be like focusing on writing or journaling or scribing or, I don't know, affirmations. There's something about this movement toward peace that is connected to writing for some of you guys. Again, it could be studying too with Sagittarius, but something about it is helping you to move into a more relaxed space. Some of you guys could be moving too with the 6 of Swords. This can be travel and moving physically. Rounding out toward the end of the month, we have the Temperance card. Again, very calming, relaxing energy that I'm getting from this. It looks like we have green tea, or no, it's not green tea, it's camellia, excuse me. But a very calming energy with this, like a tea ceremony. Temperance has to do with balance, right? So there's an energy of you guys really, I think, seeking and striving for balance this month. It just really feels like mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, Balance is the goal and intention that you're setting through this expansive energy that you're embodying. Temperance can also have to do with being patient and allowing things to happen in their own divine timing as well. So not worrying so much about the destination, but being present and enjoying the journey in the present moment. Let's see, though. Tell us a little bit more about pile 3 and their month ahead for November. We have the 4th chakra. Makes a lot of sense with the King of Cups being here. Let's see. Ooh, we also have the woman holding a heart. So lots of loving energy here for this group. So the 4th chakra is talking about themes of love, compassion, and self-acceptance. So I feel like that makes a lot of sense being right next to this King of Cups right here, because the King of Cups is somebody who has mastered these things. And I do feel sort of this acceptance energy for your pile this month, pile 3, because none of the cards are indicating any sense of friction. Everything just feels very peaceful and tranquil and calm. Like you're just accepting yourself, accepting others, accepting your situation for what it is. And because you have this acceptance in your heart, things are just working out for you. Things are just in flow with the Temperance card being here. The woman holding a heart has to do with someone, like the way the guidebook talks about it, it says like female dealing with family, love, or emotions. So I feel for a lot of my group 3, this could be your energy. This can also be a person of significance in your life that embodies this energy. Almost think of like a Queen of Cups, somebody really compassionate, somebody with a lot of love, somebody who has a lot of love to give, someone who's emotionally supportive. Can also be talking of new love interests and things like that as well. But overwhelmingly for pile 3, I feel like your month is just it just feels so peaceful to me. Super peaceful. Let's see what else we get. What else for pile 3? It's a month ahead. Snow. We have remembering. Look at this, you guys. We have gratitude at the bottom of the deck, which is so beautiful. And that's what I feel. It's like this group is really tapped into their heart space this month. Incredibly grateful, shifting into a growth mindset, opening up your heart in this really beautiful way. Maybe even working on forgiveness for some of you guys around a certain situation. There's like an energy of emotional stability that you're achieving this month. That's like really profound. Okay. All right. So the snow is talking about the themes of softness, patience, and allowing, which is like, it's exactly what I feel in the energy of your cards. Like, there's no friction, there's no forcing it. It's literally just being in the moment and allowing things to unfold. There is beauty in the divine that settles on thy flesh, a magical enchantment bestowed in purity. So there's also this energy of purification of yourself, of your situation, of your energy. Like, I see that so clearly here in whatever these self-care practices are that you guys are partaking in this month. It's interesting because looking at this guidebook, it's talking a lot about water. And we were talking about water being here for you. Water has long been associated with access to the spiritual realms, and snow's healing properties are similar. But water can be overwhelming, chaotic, a massive force. Snow is soft, pure, and gently whispers, allowing its healing to settle lightly upon you rather than being overwhelmed by an enormous flood. Snow falling in your spread as a reminder to soften. There's no need to know everything at once, nor is there any reason to rush. Allow things to gently come to you over time. See, it's like, this is exactly what I've been saying. It's like you're not operating from this place of trying to make things happen. You're just allowing things in. Taking a very gentle, sort of soft approach. Okay, we also have the energy of remembering. This talks about reflection, inner knowing, and realignment. Oh, how thy glimmer in the darkest of sights, never forgotten, never still, yet pacing in the mind in the twilight of the night. This card is like asking you to not take things so seriously this month, essentially. It's asking you to tap back into the little joys in life. Hence why I feel like we're seeing those things of like self-care, a spa day, writing in your journal, having a tea ceremony, something like that. It's about like not taking things so seriously, infusing more joy and having more fun and playtime in your life this month. And of course, being present in the moment. So let's see. We're going to just continue with a couple more decks here. So just tell us a little bit more about November for pile 3. What else should they know? We have imprisonment. Ew. Okay. We have occupation and distant horizon coming up. We also have unexpected income here at the bottom. Seems like all the groups have had a theme around like financial stuff too. Unexpected income is like you're getting something, money that you weren't literally expecting, right? It's different from how you earn in your day job. You know, this is so beautiful, pile 3. You've only got like one, what I would call like a negative card in this whole spread. So what I kind of feel for this group is like maybe coming into this month, you've been feeling a little bit stuck in your life or a little bit stuck with regard to a situation, maybe around love, because there's a lot of energy of like the heart space being highlighted here for you. And with the little mouse that's here, this is giving me this energy of worrying about things or being preoccupied about little small details that really aren't that significant in the big picture, in the grand scheme of things. So we have this energy of occupation and distant horizons here. Maybe some of where you've been feeling stuck has to do with your work, your creativity. This occupation card is not really talking about your day job. It's talking about whatever creative work, hobbies, or interests you have that you actually really love doing. Okay, hence the 4th chakra with the woman holding a heart. This is about what you actually love doing, not the stuff you have to do because it pays your bills. You know what I mean? So maybe there's been like a way of thinking about this or a way of engaging with this hobby that's been confining to you. And maybe it's because of these little details. I see you guys actually, and again, instead of forcing it, having more fun with it this month and really thinking about like your dreams. Distant Horizons is talking about your daydreams. It's talking about what your vision is for the future and allowing that to really guide and inspire the work that you're doing. This card also talks about long distance travel, overseas travel. So again, we were getting a lot of travel energy here. Maybe for some of you guys, getting out of your immediate space is going to be a great way for you to tap back into your creativity and balance yourself back out so that when you come back, you feel more refreshed, you know, and more tuned in to this hobby. Some of you guys could be traveling to do a hobby too. All right, let's just close it out with a couple of these. Tell us what else, for pile 3 this month in November. We have flowers, romance, and sweetness. We have the wheel, endings and beginnings. Yes. So it's like this I see is like just confirming all the messages about you guys really just falling back in love with your life and just enjoying the present moment, enjoying the little things that you can be partaking in that bring you that sweetness. Could literally be talking about romance or romantic situation because we have a lot of heart space energy being highlighted here. But to me, this feels bigger picture than just like these little, than just like the topic of love, romantic love specifically. We also have the wheel. So this is like accepting that something has changed, accepting that there has been an ending in your life, and you now taking the helm and steering it toward your future, a new beginning for yourself. And I feel like the first part of this new beginning is kind of about like surrendering in a way, right? All of these messages kind of indicate that this is a month where you're really being guided and directed to accept things as they are and just be present. So it could be like that's the first place that you're steering to, right? Like you're steering yourself into a place of acceptance and just letting it flow. Maybe letting the air and the water just kind of carry you forward for a little while instead of feeling like you have to be in control of it all. I feel like that approach is bringing you guys a lot of peace this month. So pile 3, this was a beautiful reading, beautiful message. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. What's been going on? What plans do you guys have? Let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated once I post the next video. And I look forward to seeing you there.